everyone, and welcome. And we got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Raptors. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide. A lot of success.
Here are the five for the Raptors. They've got Anthony. Smith is out there with Barrett. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got Demon. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. That's a 2 from Barnes. With less than a handful of games completed, Richard, we're starting to see teams emerge.
You usually need about 10 games or so to figure out who's going to compete in their divisions. Numbers tend to regulate themselves over a couple of months.
Well, when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You got to blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And a wide-open look for Mathurin. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
Mathurin comfortable there from the mid-range.
Now, here is Smith. Defense right on him. Anthony on the wing. Defended by Mathurin.
Now, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Demon. Pass to Jokic. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And he is brimming with confidence. Jokic just doesn't question his decision.
Barrett against Simon. Here's Abdul Rahim. Back to Barrett. Pass to Abdul Rahim. And that one, good.
A real challenge to guard in pick and rolls. Barrett's size and ability to distribute the rock is elite.
Here's Demon. Left side Simons. Here's Jokic. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Now here's Barnes. Outside Anthony, just 4 to shoot. Barnes sets a screen for Anthony. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And for a classic two-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
Smith, the pass to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shots. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Claxton inside, covered by Barnes. Here's Simons. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Here's Anthony. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Now here's Anthony. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Simons with the ball. Barrett covering. Claxton with it. Still without a basket. Back to Mathurin. Claxton sets the screen for Mathurin. And again, it's the Nets missing.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there are some times that you miss.
Pass to Anthony. To the middle. Here's Abdul-Rahim. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
Thomas checked in for Demon. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now, here is Smith. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Here's Abdul-Rahim. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Simons against Smith. Simons the pass to Thomas. Down low. It's picked off. Anthony with it. Mathurin picks him up. Count it. Good. Anthony's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
So it's Brooklyn now. They trail by 9 points. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And it's just a couple of bad breaks, and then you're on the losing end. I'm sure they're going to bounce back quickly.
Now, here's Simons. He's coming off a 19-point game against Miami. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. It's going to be Jokic shooting. Scotty Barnes picks one up. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
On the wing, Mathurin. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Not to mention the rim protection he provided, credited with 2 blocks, and you know that he altered a few more.
Here's Smith after the basket by Brooklyn. Just 5 to shoot. Barnes kicks to Anthony. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 9. Here's Simons. Over Smith. And it's Simons missing.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Thomas against Barrett. Pass to Smith. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And now a 9-point Raptor lead. And Simons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, you know, each team wants to take it to the other. I'm sure we will see a lot of toying around with lineups and see what types of matchups work best.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. Both teams deciding to change it up. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Hawkins. And stolen by Simon. Jokic passes to Simon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. And now just a 4-point Raptor lead. And he drives in. Basket counts.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Now, here's Jokic. 5 points in the game. Here's Thomas. Bridges with the board.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Hawkins. Shoots over Simon. The shot by Hawkins, no good. Brooklyn trails by 6. And here is Simon. He's covered by Hawkins. Outside Thomas. Here's Jokic. Missed inside. Toronto leading by 6. Two points. That one goes.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Claxton is screen on Bridges. Pass to Claxton. Here's Jokic. No good off the front iron. Here's the Raptors with the ball.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Here's Hawkins, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Brooklyn trails by 8. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball. Guys, back to you.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. And Toronto has possession. After the basket by Brooklyn. Yep, that one goes.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
From downtown, and it's Toronto with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt. Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
So both teams making some changes here.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Thomas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul.
You can tell Cam Thomas has a real aptitude for this game. He can contribute in multiple stats out on that floor.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Toronto leading by 7. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pick by Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Stewart is screen. The shot by Hawkins, no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Toronto ahead, up by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Barrett. He's out there with Smith, and it's Abdul-Rahim in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Smith. A rebound by the Nets. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Covered by Anthony. Outside Mathurin. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Mathurin's got 9.
And really kept an eye on that shot clock, and Mathurin able to convert.
Here's Smith for 3. Barrett. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. He has 5.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Thomas. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Raptors leading by 8. Good on the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop. And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Barrett dishes to Anthony. Picked by Anthony. Abdul-Rahim. Rebound, Brooklyn. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Pass to Traore. That's tipped. Here's Abdul-Rahim. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Oh, yeah, and he was piling up the blocks, too, 4 of them. And it's about more than just that number. It's about getting into shooters' heads.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Barrett for 3. Good on the triple. Barrett's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors.
Over the years, we've seen Barrett expand his range.
Going inside, and he jams it with authority.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Pass to Abaji. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Abaji's got his first bucket in this one. And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Simons, he's checked in for the Nets. Demon comes in for Traore. The Raptors also with a sub. Barnes is checked in.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about that slam to finish it up? Not too shabby either.
First personal foul. First team foul.
For 3, Smith. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Demon, covered by Smith. Outside, Simons. It's good from long range. Simons has got 11 points.
And shooters shoot. And Simons sure has a feel with that quick trigger.
Now we get a chance to check out some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
Great showing for him last season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him you have to watch to understand his impact.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Anthony left side. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Free throw no good for Anthony. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
And it's Demon missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Barnes the screen. And the dunk by Barnes.
Just tough, gritty play there by Barnes. That's how you deal with physicality.
Brooklyn trails by 14. Takes the three. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Smith feeling it out a bit. Barnes sets a screen for Smith. Clock at 4. And the dunk by Barnes.
And this kid has hops. Barnes gets airborne there and slams it down.
The Nets have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And it's Demon missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And the Raptors making a change here. Brooklyn trails by 15. Puts the move on. Rips it home after the terrific move.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. He really does put pressure on.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Barnes outside. He takes it in. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
Mercy. Scotty Barnes. That was nasty.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. That one is no good. Which current player do you think is on that Richard Jefferson path to becoming an NBA analyst?
First of all, to hear you, Kevin Harlan, say that blows my mind. But I think Draymond Green, C.J. McCollum, there's some very, very good players out there that are way more experienced in the media coming out than I am.
Brooklyn trails by 14. It's to Demon. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Outside Anthony. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Raptors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Shooting for the Raptors. At the line for 2.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Anthony.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
To the paint, here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Into the lane, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Brooklyn trails by 14. Jokic a screen. And Abdul-Rahim pulls it down. Abdul-Rahim's got his 6th rebound on the night.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And he gets it to go.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Jokic gets it done right in front, in close.
And if Jokic has the position inside, to get it.
Some changes for Toronto. Stewart's checked in for Barnes. Miles Bridges comes in for Anthony. And Hawkins subbed in for Barrett. Pass to Abdul-Rahim.
First half, 2 minutes.
And he takes it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Demon. It's tipped. 1:29 left now here in the second. And it's sent back by Jokic.
The imposing presence of the Joker inside turned away the finish right at the rim.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Jacks up a three. They get it back. Here's up to
Wow. Gotta love that one.
Wow.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive
Jokic with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Abdul-Rahim passes to Stewart. Driving in for three, Bridges. Here's Abdul-Rahim, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Demon. He's covered by Hawkins. Pass to Jokic. Takes it off the glass. Jokic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up. Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And so it's Toronto in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's only for us to do step B, 8-5. Green.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for Toronto.
They're efficient. They play to their strengths. That puts guys in a position to succeed.
Yeah, they take shots. They feel.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Checking out Toronto, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early going.
Thanks for spending halftime.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Brooklyn trails by 16. Anthony Simons out there with Demon. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Jokic is third.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
That's a 2 from Simons. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Simons has got 5 points in the quarter. And here's Smith. Pass to Barnes. Outside Anthony. There's the screen. Pulls up. High post. Rebound Brooklyn. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside Claxton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Raptors leading by 11. And we hear a lot about 6'11" Nick Claxton's effect on defense. RJ, what's your opinion?
Well, it's not just his rim protection, but he can pop out and affect shots in the mid-range. He guards multiple positions well, and his defensive versatility, oh, that's not easy to come by.
Abdul-Rahim can't hit. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 16 points.
Capable of being a very potent scorer. Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Smith kicks to Barrett. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 5th assist in this one. Brooklyn trails by 12. Outside Mathurin. A steal. Smith the pass to Barnes. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. 8 points for him.
Barnes so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
On the wing, Mathurin. Lays it up off the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Now here is Smith, guarded closely. The putback. Barnes kicks to Anthony. Barnes the screen. Another shot and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Brooklyn trails by 14. Pass to Simons. To the inside. And Claxton throws it down.
And this is something Simons has been improving on, creating openings for his teammates.
And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Back to you guys.
You just won a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allie.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Abdul-Rahim can't hit. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nets. 9-point game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now Smith. He's got 5. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And also, the mid-range game has been working as well. They kept that as a big part of their game plan, and boy, are they being rewarded for it. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Simons, who's got 19. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Good. Here's Demon. He's got 12. A crossover and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one out. For Brooklyn, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now, here is Smith. He's got 7, and it's Barnes snapping it down.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get
Simons from outside. Drills it from outside. Simons has got 13 points in just this quarter.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
And Claxton throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him. While he's a bit undersized for a four, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Claxton. Simons against Barrett. Here's Demon. And they're unable to get the time basket there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Brooklyn trails by 3. Simons on the wing. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Smith with it. He has 7 to the middle. Here's Barnes. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Barnes has got 14 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Jokic. Here's Demon. Jokic on the follow.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
And the Raptors call time here. The Nets making the switch here. Thomas has checked in. For Toronto, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Bridges a screen on Thomas. That one good for 2. He's got 8. And Simons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. They trail by 3. Pass to Claxton. And here's Jokic. Over Stewart. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's Hawkins. Drains the three-pointer. Hawkins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Claxton against Bridges. That one's good, and the Raptor lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Claxton.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
Count that one.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Here's Mathurin. 11 points in the game. Pass to Simons. Back to Mathurin. Down low. It's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
6 on the shot clock. Jokic. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. The Nets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
And there it is for him. He's got 12.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Stewart with the steal. Rebound, Brooklyn. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the third. Here's Traoré. He's covered by Hawkins. To the paint, 5 on the clock, and Jokic slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And the shot goes in. And the Raptors lead by 3.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Back to Thomas. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. Thomas got 5 points so far. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Stewart with the screen on Thomas. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Traore. He's covered by Hawkins. It's Thomas on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Jokic. Can't cash in from close range. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Raptors lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Toronto leading by 5, setting the floor for the Raptors. Scotty Barnes is out there with Anthony. Then it's Smith. Then it's Barrett. And it's Abdul-Rahim at the 5 down low.
Outrunning the defense. Great transition play there by Thomas.
And here's Smith. Pass to Barnes. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. The net shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Now, here's Thomas. And Anthony sends it back. Here's Abdul-Rahim. They set the pick.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first. That's only the first turnover, guys. He's been safe as an option for them at the offensive end.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Simon. Here's Deming. That's the 3 fly. And it's Simon's missing. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Puts one up from 19. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Yep, that one goes in there.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Smith for 3. And that one is stuffed right through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
Brooklyn trails by 10. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's Simon's missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Barrett scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I love seeing Barrett cash in there. He knows he has what it takes to finish through contact.
Here he goes. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Barnes passes to Smith. Barnes sets a screen for Smith. The rebound by Demon. Demon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And how about he takes on the defender head on and then throws down the two-hander.
Guys, straight power there. Straight power. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Basket good. Abdul-Rahim's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Inside, here's Demon. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oh, that's out!
Whoa! That's not what I was expecting.
Me either. I don't think anybody was. Even he didn't know what he was going to pull off on that one. Spectacular.
Oh, he knew what he was going to pull off because you got to practice that one. You don't just come up with a slam like that on the fly. You got to rehearse stuff like that.
Raptors leading by 14. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Barnes outside. The 3 from Anthony. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. And the Nets with possession here. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Toronto on defense. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Sweet move by Jokic against the contact, adjusting and getting the and-one opportunity.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Catherine passes to Claxton. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Jokic.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Looking to get back on track here. A rebound by the Nets. Jokic just got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Demon, covered by Smith. There's the drive and the powerful one-handed slam.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
There's the triple. Jokic traps the miss.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
Now Claxton. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Mathurin missing. Raptors leading by 10. Here's Abdul-Rahim, and he banks in the lane. Abdul-Rahim's got 41.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Pass to Claxton. Nets passing it around. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Smith for 3. A rebound by the Nets.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Mathurin for 3. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
Pass to Smith. Barnes screen on Thomas. Here's Smith. Brooklyn with the rebound. Demon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Smith. Barrett's got 4 this quarter.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
Here's Jokic. A slam by Jokic.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Abdul-Rahim passes to Smith. Over Demon. Smith, no good.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And that one falls for Claxton. Simons, he's checked in for Cameron Thomas. And Claxton drops them both. Toronto leading by 6. Pass to Abdul-Rahim. Barnes screen on Jokic. Here's Anthony. From about 16. That one is off. Net shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. He drills the 3.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
The Raptors call timeout. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Toronto's head coach had some words for his team over the break. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
And not easy defending Jokic. His height puts the defense in a tight spot, and they just slipped up there.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
They set the pick. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Outside, Smith. Takes the 3. Jokic pulls it down.
Another miss from him. Struggling to find his rhythm.
Now Claxton. Here's Jokic. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Here's Abdul-Rahim. Smith outside. Oh, great touch off the pass.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Count it!
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And for the Raptors, their shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. 1:04 left in the 4th quarter. It misses. Mathurin nails the jumper.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Abdul-Rahim. Barnes outside. Here's the screen. 4 on the clock. And the layup is off. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here. Turning into a sensation in a hurry. Get your tickets to see Simon.
The Raptors call timeout. Smith outside. Here's Barnes. Shoots the 3. Drained from outside. It's Simons, and they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball or just milk those last seconds away.
So it's Brooklyn now, and now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
Beyond the arc. Claxton with the rebound. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, tough break for him there. But they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor.
Can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Launches it. The shot is off. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. Was a finish. And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks.